Hey, hello everyone. So in this video I will be showing you how to use Q in STL C++. So here I'm having a sample code like how to implement Q by using only an array. Okay, so it has like nearly 90 plus lines. Okay, so this is by using array, and with the help of STL in C++, this 90 lines can be like replaced by only 5 lines of code. So that's it. That's what I'm going to show in this video. So let's get started. So for first implementing Q, we need to include include q. Okay, because q is a container, so it has directly its name over here, include q. So if you want to like include the whole package, you can go with include bit slash stdc++.h. That's your wish. So first let's declare a q. Okay, so same as vector. So for vector, what we did, we had put vector int the name of the like our vector random variable. So for q also it's the same thing. Instead of vector, just replace with q data type. This can be string, integer, character, anything, and just a name. So it's since we are using q, we will go with the alphabet q itself. Okay, so this is how like we need to declare a q. So next thing is how we can like initialize the values. So for initializing the values, we will be using q dot push. Okay, so let me push 100 first, and let me put q dot push of 20. So this is also like quite similar, because in vector we will be using vector dot pushback. Here we are only limiting to push. Okay, so q dot push of 10. Okay, so how q works is basically is that q is a first in first out algorithm. Okay, so let's consider this is our q, consider this as our container. Okay, so here we have pushed 3 elements. Okay, 100, 20 and 10. So 100 will be stored in the first, 20 and 10. So it's basically first in first out. Okay, so what if we wanted to delete element? Okay, suppose if we want to delete element, we can't delete this last one. Okay, we can't delete 10, because as the name suggests, q is first in first out, so only the first element can be removed. So if you put pop, okay, pop is the function for deleting. If you put pop q dot pop, it will remove 100, and once again if you put q dot pop, it will remove 20, and once again if you put q dot pop, it will remove 10. It won't remove the element from back. Okay, it will always remove the element from front. And another thing is, if you put q dot push, okay, push, it will always push the element at the last. So suppose if you want to put q dot push of 5, q dot this will go over here. Okay, it just gets added at the end. It won't disturb at the front part, because it's first in first out. Just imagine if you're standing in a queue. Okay, so the person who comes first stands at the front. Okay, and the person who comes late just gets along at the back of the queue. So just the queue just goes on extending to at the end. Okay, the first the it's just the order of the people how they come. So same thing, it's just the order of the numbers or the strings or the particular data type how it's inserted. Same thing over here, it's first in first out. So pop, it will remove the first one, and push, it will get inserted in the end. And we have front and back. Okay, and there is another thing, what if we wanted to insert a particular element in the front? So in that case you can use something called as dq, which is also a container present in stl. I will do a separate video on this. The By using dq, we can like, here we are able to only remove the front element, right? By using dq, we can remove the back element as well, and we can insert at the front position as well. So it's like multiple ways. It's called as dq. I will take it in a separate video. So now let's come back to q. Okay, so let's see how we can like display the contents present in our queue. Okay, so for that, what we will do is we will be using q dot empty. Empty is the function. Okay, so let me just put first cout q dot empty. So now our queue is in empty, because we are having like pushed 3 elements. So if I just run this now, I will be getting output as 0. So I'm getting the output as 0. And if I just comment these 3 lines, okay, so which means that we haven't pushed any elements inside our queue. So if I just write down, I'll be getting the output as 1, which means that our queue is empty. So in simple terms, q.empty returns true if our queue is empty. That's it. And return false if any element is present inside it. So using this and a while loop, we can just get the contents present in our queue. So I'll put while not equal to q dot empty. Okay, and the reason is because we are just going to iterate through the elements present in our queue, and once our queue is empty, we need to just break the condition. Okay, because there isn't any elements to iterate. So here we'll be using not equal to q dot empty, and the code is cout q dot front. Okay, and we have just an end line, and here we'll be putting cout, not cout, just q dot pop. Now suppose this is our queue 100, 20, 10 and 5. If you put q dot front, 100 will be displayed. It does not, it won't delete 100. Okay, 100 will be present in our queue itself. It will just display the value as 100 in the output. That's what q dot front. And we have q dot back as well. So by using q dot back, it will just display 105 as the output. It won't remove 5 from our queue. It's just displaying, that's it. So once we have displayed q dot front, okay, so what if we want to display the other elements as well? In queue we can't use that index. Okay, like q of 1, q of 2, like we can't use indexing in queue. So the only way to get access to the next element is display the first element and remove the first element. So what will happen is that once we have displayed 100 will be removed. So the next element will be 20. Okay, so display 20 will be displayed and remove 20. Same thing, next only 2 elements will be there. Display 10, remove 10. That's it. Same thing that I said in the whiteboard. Q dot front, we will be getting the value of 100, and next thing what we'll do, we will just put q dot pop. So don't put cout q dot pop, because q dot pop, it does not return anything, just removes the element. That's it. It's not going to display anything in the output. So q dot front, it just displays 100, and q dot pop just removes it, and again while loop, it will go inside the while loop, and again q dot front 20 will be there. Q dot front 20 is displayed, and q dot pop, so 20 will be removed. Same thing, front 10 will be displayed, q dot pop 10 will be removed. Same thing. This is how it works. So now if I just run this now, I'll be getting the output as 100, 20 and 10. And another thing you need to like have in mind is that once you have done this operation, once you have displayed all the contents, your queue will become empty. Okay, so if I just put cout q dot empty, so your queue basically like becomes empty. So if I just run it now, I'll be getting the output as 1 at the end. So I'm getting 1, because which means that our queue is empty. So you need to be careful. So if you have like performed all the operations, make sure that your final operation is displaying the contents present in the queue. So now that's how we are going to display the contents, and we have q dot back as well. So I will go here. I'll just put cout last element is, I'll put q dot back So here we are having 100, 20 and 10. Okay, so I will just cut this code. So we are having 100, 20 and 10. So I will, when I just run this code, I will be getting the last element over here as 10. That's it. Back just gives the last element, and front, if you haven't understood that part, okay, in the printing part, front just gives 100. That is the first element that I have pushed inside the queue. That's it. I'm getting the first element. Okay, sorry, first I'll just change it. It's the first. Okay, that's it. And we have done with front. Pop basically just deletes it. So what if now I just remove and put it? So we just put q dot pop. Okay, so this is our normal template for displaying the contents present in our queue. So if I'm just adding another extra q dot pop before this while loop, means it will remove this 100. Okay, it removes first, because as I told you, it's first in first out, 100 gets removed first. So if I just run it now, I'll be getting only 20 and 10 in the output. So I'm getting 20 and 10 in the output. That's fine. And we have like cout q dot size as well, which gives the size present in our queue. That's I'm getting three elements are there. So that's it for this queue, and I will be also doing more other algorithms in the upcoming videos. So do check and subscribe the other videos of my channel. That's it, and thanks for watching.